Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Eric. If you're new, please subscribe. On today's video, we're going to be installing AEM's CD-5 on my Evo 10. So currently, I'm running the OEM dash in the car, and it's just kind of rigged in there, not the spec. So we're going to be installing the CD-5 on this Evo 10, and what's cool about it has logging and also GPS on it. So when I'm at the track, I'll be able to get my lap times, and also I'll be able to download data from the vehicle that is important to maybe improving my times at the track, or possibly to make improvements on the tune of the vehicle. So I picked this up from MA Performance, and I highly recommend going through them. They had a great deal on it, so hit them up if you're interested in this. The AEM CD-5 for the logging and GPS comes with your GPS cable, and then it also has USB cable that you can attach to a laptop and use AEM dash design to be able to set this thing up. But then also there is the program to be able to download the data logging as well. I believe that's AEM data. But including this as well is your cable that will go to the back of the CD-5, and it has a couple connectors on it. One, I believe this white one here, is for your power, and then this one right here you could either plug into a standalone ECU, or they do offer separately an OBD2 cable, which that's the route I'm going to go, because right now I'm not running a standalone unit or PDM or any of that stuff. So all of this stuff is going to be plug and play and should be able to get this thing up and going. Before we get to installing that thing though, I got to take the old one out, so let's get into that. You guys saw how amateur that bracket was. Don't judge me for that. That was early on in my fabrication days, and I realized that for this car, going around the track, you need something that's going to be able to handle the G's on turns. So we're going to need something a little bit more beefy than that little piece of tin and some safety wire. So the CD-5 does not come with a bracket. You need to fab one up or have somebody else fab one up for you. But actually, I'm going to be offering on my website one if you do need it for a race car application. This thing will mount up to my roll cage and sit right in front of my steering wheel. Let's whip one up real quick for you guys. So this 3D printed part that'll be the backing for the CD-5 turned out amazing. Like I said before, I'll have this thing on my website, and if you need it for your race car, you can purchase it on there. So let's get this dash mounted into the car. This looks so rad. So I got the wires ran through the little bracket that I made, and it's all mounted up now. One thing I'd give you a piece of advice on this is make sure that once you mount it, you attach your steering wheel and make sure that you're in your driving position. This, you can see everything on the screen, that nothing's gonna obstruct it. Alright, so I still gotta wire everything up, but I just wanted to jump into the software real quick and show you guys that. So this is AEM's dash design software. It's got a pretty intuitive layout. Here you can see there is about 7 screens that you can upload to your dash, and this is just a generic one that I picked from AEM to load up into the dash. Now if you scroll down here, this splash screen right here is the screen that will come up when I start up the vehicle, and you can see I got my own logo on there. The alarm screen is pretty cool. Over here you have either your alarms that can come up there, and the other option is warnings, and they'll pop up on that screen. So it's pretty cool. You can set up for fast lap times and other parameters as well. So I got everything wired up, so let's take a look at this and I can show you what we got going on. Right here we got the USB cable that goes into the back of it, and then this just plugs into your laptop. And then over here is the power, and I just have that tapped off of a 12 volt switch source, just like you would with any boost gauge or AFR gauge. So that is then grounded to up here. The gray cable that comes out of the back of the harness plugs right into this OBD2 port, and that just piggybacks off of your OEM one. This purple little cable right here will be for a momentary switch that I'll install at a later time, for either right here or once I do my custom dash, I'll have it mounted up right there. But that thing basically is so that way when you're doing your lapping, when you cross the start finish line, you just hold the switch and then that marks basically where to start and stop your lap. We have everything hooked up, so now we just need to configure the dash. Basically I need to hook this up to a laptop, and the OBD2 port will take all the CAN bus data from the vehicle and upload it into the dash design software. From there, all of that data will be sent back into the dash to make sure everything that we have programmed is being seen by the AEM CD-5. So we've got dash design up on my computer, and we have the AEM dash turned on. You can see that it's basically in the setup screen right now, but everything that we did worked. So now we're just going to go through the process of setting this thing up. Alright, so we'll go over here to tools and then go down to scan vehicle OBD2 and hit scan. So right now I unplugged the USB cable and it's scanning. Just gotta wait for the scan to complete, and then I can reconnect the USB cable. You can see up here the dash is doing some stuff. Scan is complete, so we'll reconnect the USB cable. And there you go. It has everything that is pulled off of it. Moment of truth, guys. Hey, there's my logo. Cool. You can see I've got my screen. Switch. There's one of the other ones. There we go. And third screen, it's got the fast or slow laps on there. This is some other diagnostic stuff. Alright, we'll fire this thing up, but I need to open up the garage because I don't want to fumigate myself. And then we can check out the display and see what it's showing. so pumped to get this thing in the car finally. That's gonna be a wrap on this video, guys. If you liked it, smash that like button and also make sure that you subscribe. There's gonna be more Evo content coming. Oh, and comment down below if you want me to do another video kind of going more in depth about the dash design software. All right, till next time, guys.